who should be in charge of the rights of women's bodies? Should it be the government or should it be women themselves? The ruling overturning Roe is an insult to women and the judicial system. According to this article in the New York Times on June 24th, 2022, about 64 million American women of childbearing age have less power now to decide what happens to their own bodies than the day they did before. Less power than their mothers and even some of their grandmothers did. This was because of the overturning of Roe v. Wade. This overturning of Roe v. Wade has been negatively affecting many people across the United States. This is due to the fact that women are now being forced to carry out unwanted pregnancies. This unwanted pregnancy can be due to a rape, sexual assault, or just not wanting a child in general. The main claim that I will discuss in this article is going to be the main idea of this editorial about how overturning Roe v. Wade is an insult to women as well as individuals in the judicial system. The subclaims that will be discussed give different examples of foundations that all add up to the main claim of the editorial. This editorial is organized by stating facts or opinions of people based on the overturning of Roe v. Wade. The writer then ends the paragraphs with evidence or reasoning to support their first statements in the paragraphs. First, I will discuss the main claim. Second, I will discuss the first subclaim. Then, I will discuss the second subclaim. Finally, I will discuss the third subclaim. The main claim is going to be to dismantle these and other advances. The majority of the Supreme Court has demonstrated its disregard for precedent, public opinion, and the court's own legitimacy in the eyes of the American people. The main claim comes from the last paragraph of the editorial, and it's going to be a claim of fact. This is going to be due to the fact that it is an observable condition. Our subclaim number 1 is going to be the implications of this reversal will be devastating, throwing America into a new era of struggle over abortion laws, an era that will be marked by chaos, confusion, and human suffering. The first subclaim is going to be a claim of fact. This is going to be due to the fact that the writer uses the words devastating and struggle. These words express the fact of what will now happen as the writer to how they believe what's going to happen now because of the new changed abortion laws. This is supported by examples of how this can negatively affect people and how women could potentially die because of their new options. Women can be charged with criminal defenses because of carrying out abortions. Women have the option to go to a different state to get an abortion. However, if they do so, they could end up in prison. However, if they stay in the same state and try to get an abortion, they could also go to prison, or they could die in the process of trying to get an abortion because not many are legal. So they would have to get an illegal one in order to get it done, and this is very dangerous for the mother. Our subclaim number 2, this is going to be women, not state or federal lawmakers, should have the legal right to decide whether to end a pregnancy in all or most cases. This second subclaim is going to be a claim of policy. This is going to be because of the fact that it says the word should within the statement. This is going to concern a course of action. This is going to be supported by the expressions that Americans are worried about all of the abortion laws, and that these new overturns of Roe v. Wade are going to be affecting their loved ones in a very negative manner. It could affect their loved ones or anyone close to them or them themselves. Our third and final subclaim is going to be, by the majority's reasoning, to the right to terminate a pregnancy is not deeply rooted in the American history tradition of the United States. The third subclaim is going to be a claim of value. This is going to be due to the fact that this statement expresses an opinion of a group of people. This editorial adds details about the type of people who are the majority in the case, and this consists of a country whose constitution was written by a small band of wealthy white men, many of whom owned slaves, and most, if not all, were considered women to be second-class citizens without any say in politics, where women were not allowed to vote. In our conclusion, this editorial has many subclaims and a variety of different forms of support as evidence to back up the subclaims. Throughout, I have discussed the main claim in the editorial, as well as the first, second, and the third subclaims. Hopefully, many politicians realize the harm the abortion's right cause being taken away from women can be life-threatening, and that they begin to value the lives of people over unborn children. Hopefully, they will see the bright side at the end of this. Thank you.